memo memo for return of PCR is dismissed as withdrawn. Fine. It is admitted. Since large number of appeals of the year 2010, 2010, 2011 and 2012 are pending, early hearing application cannot be entertained at this stage. Full stop. Appellant, you are respondent, is it? Respondent may move for early hearing when the situation improves. 24. Other side to be. So IA2 of 22 rejected. ಇನ್ನೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ PCR ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ? ಬಂದಿದೆ. 24. Serial number 24 to 34. 2 weeks time granted for compliance. And since the matter is coming up for the third time, unless compliance is done within 2 weeks, the appeal will be dismissed for non-prosecution without further reference to the court. 24 to 34. 35. Sanjeev clear. 35. Compliance of the objection. Notice order agilva idರಲ್ಲಿ. Compliance within 2 weeks. Compliance ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ? Learned Counsel Sri Shripad B. Shastri submits that he has already served a copy of IA number 1 of 2021 on Sri B. Palakshaya. Full stop. Non-filing of acknowledgement for having.
May I make a submission, my lord?
For whom?
I am for the appellant in this matter.
Your name, sir?
Palakshaya, my lords.
Very well. Palakshaya ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅವ್ರು ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾಯಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದೀರಿ?
ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾಯಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಸರಿಯಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಎಕ್ನಾಲಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಶ್ರೀ ಬಿ ಪಾಲಾಕ್ಷಯ್ಯ.
Please, my lords.
Learned Counsel for the appellant submits that he has already deposited the amount before the learned MACT in compliance with the direction of this court dated 30th September 2020. Submission is placed on record. Yarigo, yenidu IA.
May make one request, my lords?
What is this IA furnishing of copy?
ಅದೇ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೇ ಐದು ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾಯಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ?
I will check it up, my lords. One request, my lords.
R1 ಯಾರು?
R1 to 6 actually ಇರೋದು, ಇದು 2 to 6 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
R1 to 6 ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಓನರ್ ಯಾರು? ಇವರೇ.
KSRTC appellant, my lords.
R1 ಗೆ ನೀವು ವಕಾಲತ್ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅವರು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ? ಮತ್ ನಿಮ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೌ ದಟ್ he is dead or he is alive? ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾನು ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಟು R1 ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇದು? ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್
MAPF 4,100 is arising out of the very accident, my lords. This may also be called along with this.
In 2187 he is seeking withdrawal. ನೀವು
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ರ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಗ್ಲಿಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಏನ್ ಬಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಏನು?
This man was riding on the bike.
ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ?
ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ.
ನಿಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ. 50% ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೈ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್.
ಅಲ್ರಿ 50% ಅಲ್ವಾ ನೀವೀಗ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು?
ಹೌದು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 50% ನಾವು
ನಿಮಗೆ 50% ಕಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಬರದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ನಿಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ.
may make one request, my lords. They have also filed an appeal
for
questioning
dismissing the claim petition or for enhancement.
For enhancement. Claimant have filed
one of 2021.
Sir, speaker ದೂರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪಾಲಾಕ್ಷ sir.
The contention of the learned counsel for the appellant for rejecting IA number 1 of 2021 is that the accident involves two vehicles and the claimant was the rider. Claimant was the rider of, deceased was a rider of the motorcycle, and therefore there is contributory negligence on the part of the deceased himself. He further concedes that charge sheet is against the driver of the KSRTC bus. In that view of the matter, the IA number 1 of 2021 is allowed, permitting the claimants to withdraw the 50% of the amount that has been, the 50% of the award amount that has been deposited by the appellant. Call along with that. ಏನಿದು ನಾನ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಟೆಡ್ ಏನೇನಿದೆ?
ಅದು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್.
ಅದಂತರ ಇವ್ರೇನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Learned counsel for the appellant is absent. No representation. Order dated 16/9/2021 has not been complied with. Hence dismissed for non-prosecution.
38.
My lord, I am for the appellant, my lord. Kindly grant 1 week time, my lord, to comply the office objection.
Which matter, sir?
28 serial number, my lord.
28 is already over. 38.
38.
Sorry, my lord.
Was he a party there? Then make a party, seek dispensation. The compliance within 2 weeks.
39.
Learned registrar judicial to look into.
40.
Learned counsel for the appellant is absent. No representation. Compliance within 2 weeks. Memo forward. Registry to put up postal tracking report with regard to notice on R2 to R5. Steps appellant to take steps.
for appellant, my lord.
Oh, appellant to take steps for R2.
My lord, LR particulars may be
ಅವ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಡೆತ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸತ್ತವನಿಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಾ? ನಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ ಸರಿನಾ? ಏನು
there are LR's particulars may kindly.
whether Aravind KV is there?
Please, my lord, I appear for appellant.
What is your objection for his withdrawing?
My lord, this was heard, my lord, it was heard on merits and my lord, stay was granted, my lord.
Then why the matter is pending if it was heard on merits?
We dispute the entire liability, my lord, that is the reason.
Entire liability. He is questioning the entire. The memo for withdrawal of amount is rejected. ಇದು TCR ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಕಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ TCR ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಐಎ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀವು, so that it can be heard on on prima facie issue. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಮೊದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
Please.
42, Mr. Kamath.
2 weeks time granted for, sorry, Mustaq Ahmad is absent. No representation, 2 weeks time.
43, Ravi Shankar Sia.
ಸರ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ. ಈಗ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಏನದು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ okay. Learned Council for the appellant submits that two claimants, two claim petitions were filed before the Learned Commissioner, claiming that each one of them was the wife of the deceased workman.
Original certificate officer.
And Learned Council further submits that he has deposited the award amount before the Learned Commissioner in one of the claim petitions. Full stop. Then produce the original certificate.
ಅದೇ
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಯಾವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ?
ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಬೇಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ರವಿಶಂಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ ಮೈಕ್ ಬೇಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಅವರು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ? ಈಗ ತಾವು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಈ ಅಪೀಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? ಇದು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇದು ಮೆಮೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಹೌದು, ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಾಪಿ. ಇದೆಯೇನಮ್ಮ?
ಚೆಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಅವರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಚೆಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಚೆಕ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು ಮೆಮೋ. ಹಾ ಹಾ ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು. The submission of Learned Council is accepted. Office objection overruled, as the memo bears the seal and signature of the Shirastira, the Court of Senior Civil Judge and JMFC Hiryu, acknowledging receipt of the check. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಅದೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಡೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಮೆಮೋ. ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೇ? That application is not put up.
ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
I notice PCR issue stay as paid for.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ ಟೈಮ್.
ಅದೇ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇನದು ಕೊಡಿ. The appeal is admitted. ಒಂದು the appeal is admitted to consider the following substantial questions of law. Usually 1, 2, 3 ಇದೆ. Page 13 appeal memo ದಲ್ಲಿ PCR notice stay as paid for. The amount in deposit before issue direction to the learned tribunal to keep the amount deposited before it in any nationalized bank in fixed deposit.
Extreme. Like ಇವತ್ತು ಗುರುವಾರ.
Live, ಆಯ್ತು. For a period of 3 years. 3 years. Next,
44, Janardhan Reddy.
registry to put up postal tracking report regarding service of notice. ಡಿಲೇ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ PCR by telephonic instruction forthwith on IA number 4 of 2022, issue stay as paid for, subject to depositing 50% of the award amount within 4 weeks from today before ಯಾವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೀವೇನು ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದ ಏನು? 7 lakhs ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು? ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ? ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. Issue stay as paid for, subject to the appellant depositing 50% of the award amount before the learned MAC within 4 weeks from today, and upon such deposit being made, 50% of the same shall be disbursed to the claimant by the learned MAC.
First, recording Shastri.
Subsection is regarding amount in the dispute is 80,000. Mistake was 20,000 awarded global. I seek for an answer to the dispute as per 117 plus 2 is 80,000. So appeal is
Regarding the question of maintainability is kept open. What is the office objection?
that is all.
Issue notice, call for TCR. Yeah.
Yesterday.
Learned counsel for the appellant submits that he has paid the court fees yesterday. Submission is placed on record.
Time, 1 of 20.
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಯಾ? IA 1 of 2022 is dismissed as not correct. 45 now. 46.
46, every 60.
Compliance within 2 weeks.
Sitting on IA. 47, Kumar Swami.
Appear for appellant, my lordship.
Uh,
I have filed recall application, my lordship. The petition has been dismissed for non-prosecution, my lordship.
Why?
On that day, I am not able to appear before the court, my lordship.
No,
That's
only on that ground or some steps were to be taken.
R1 is dispensed with, my lordship. R2 is served by and appeared through counsel, my lordship.
Non-prosecution.
Yes.
ಆಗಿದೆ.
2012 ಅಲ್ಲ?
The matter was listed on that day. I am not able to appear before the court, my lordship.
ಹೌದು 2012 ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Sorry, my
2020.
lordship.
No, this is injury case or death case?
This is the case of injury, my lordship.
Injury.
Yes, my lordship.
You pay cost 2,000 rupees.
Much obliged. Agbos.
Or PB Raju?
PB Rajas.
Heard on IA number 1 of 2021 and 2 of 2021. Full stop. For the reason stated in the affidavit, the delay of 346 days in filing the recalling application is condoned, and order dated 11/2/2020 is recalled, subject to the appellant depositing rupees 2,000 as by way of cost before the Karnataka State Legal Services Authority. Within how much time you will deposit it?
By tomorrow, my lordship.
Within 1 week. And the acknowledgement for having deposited the same shall be filed before the registry. Full stop. Admit to all ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Admit PCR.
48.
I appear for appellant in this case, my lord.
Here,
I appear for appellant in this case, my lord.
I will condone 168 days denying interest. Heard on IA number 1 of 16 for condoning the delay of 168 days in filing the appeal. For the reasons stated in the affidavit, delay of 168 days in filing the appeal is condoned, and the IA is allowed, subject to denial of interest for a period of 168 days on the enhanced compensation, if any, awarded. Admit PCR. Admit PCR. All along with. ಆಯ್ತು.
49.
My lord, I appear for Suresh Maladi as some inconvenience may request.
ಯಾವ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ? ಯಾವ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ಗೇನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. May I persuade my lord, but I don't want to submit before my lord without proper instructions. And it may kindly be called next week, my lord. I'll ask him first.
I am not calling it again.
I'll leave it to my lord. I'm sorry.
ಮೆಮೋ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾರ? IA ಯಾರಿಗೆ? R4ಗೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಡೇಟ್ ಲೇಟರ್? ಯಾವುದು IA ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್?
Dispensation later.
ಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಲೇಟರ್.
ಇದು 20 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು 21.
ಡೇಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. IA number 1 of 2020 is filed on
21 August 20.
21/8/2020, seeking notice to R4 by publication in newspaper. Appellant has also filed a memo dated
16th March
16/3/2021, seeking dispensation of notice to R4. Full stop. In view of the same, memo for dispensation is accepted. Notice to R4 is dispensed with. Consequently, IA 1 of 2020 is dismissed.
Okay.
Admit ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? You are for whom? ಮತ್ತೆ admit ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇದು? Admit TCR.
Okay.
C of 108. Vijay Kumar.
I am for the second respondent, my lord.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿನೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಡೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
Dispose ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕೇಸ್.
ಆಯ್ತು. Heard on IA number 1 of 2016, seeking condonation of delay of 108 days in filing the appeal for the reasons stated in the affidavit. The delay of 108 days is condoned subject to denial of interest for 108 days. Admit PCR. Next.
Hearing for the fourth respondent.
Fourth, I will condone by denying interest. Is it
My
all
lord, it's
right?
owner appeal. It's a owner appeal, my lord.
Owner.
Owner appeal. Delay may be condoned.
Okay. 1 of 2000 heard on IA number 1 of 2016, seeking condonation of delay of 198 days in filing the appeal for the reasons stated in the affidavit. Delay of 198 days is condoned. Appeal admitted. TCR. IA 1 of 2040 days. Yaru Shashidhara.
Appellant counsel. Appellant counsel.
Condone the delay. 40 days. Heard on IA number 1 of 2016. Diploma. 40 days. Denial of interest ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Appeal admitted.
Delay by the interest ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
I'm for the serial number. I'm for the
delay
appellant, my lord.
Denial of interest ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ madam. Admit TCR.
54 Karnataka.
Mr. O. Mahesh. HN Keshav Prashant. Heard on number 1 of 2016. Objection ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
Respondents have not filed any. Ilala filed objection to IA number 1 of 2016 for the reasons stated in the affidavit. Delay of 304 days in filing the appeal is condoned by denying interest for the period of 304 days. Admit TCR.
55 Kalpana Pede.
My lord, the additional affidavit is not necessary, my lord. There's a delay. of
Yeah, already there is an order, is it?
Yes, my lord.
Then comply. Comply. Otherwise, I will dismiss the appeal. You want to file or you want dismiss?
My lord, I'll file it, my lord.
Learned counsel for the appellant prays for how much time you want?
3 weeks time, my lord.
2 weeks time.
Yes, my lord.
Prays for 2 weeks time for filing better affidavit.
I am for appellant, my lord. 297 days delay.
Notice TCR.
Published.
ಇದು ಬೆಟರ್ ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೋಟಿಸ್ TCR. ನೋಟಿಸ್ TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Not notice TCR.
In this matter, my lord.
Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Mr. Krishnamurthy. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Memo accepted. Notice to R1 dispensed. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Notice TCR. Number per 71. 71, 72 ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಟಿಸ್ TCR. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿರಿ. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. IA 1 of 2022 is ಏನದು necessary is dismissed. ಏನು 18 instead of 14 ಏನಿದೆ? ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Learned Counsel Shri Kailash Shankar submits that with regard to the office objection on discrepancy of the amount of award between judgment and award, the discrepancy in the award shown by the learned court below, necessary application for rectification of the defect is moved before the MACT already. Okay, sir. Admit notice TCR.
34 contract case,
I appear for appellant.
Notice TCR.
75 Sipati Shastri,
IA 1 of 2022 is dismissed. Admit notice TCR.
76 Ravishwani,
IA 1 of 2022 is dismissed. Admit notice TCR 50%. You have to 50% deposit ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಅದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಈಗ 50% ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. On IA number 2 of 2022, issue stay as paid for, subject to depositing 50% of the award amount within 4 weeks. Within 4 weeks before this court. On such a deposit being made, registry shall keep the amount in FD for 3 years.
37
Why this RFA is here?
Refund the court fee to the.
Who dismissed?
Refund the court fee.
Court fee shall be refunded in the order there ಇಲ್ಲಿ as per rules ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೇನು.
ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ 3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಜನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಹಾಕಿ ಫಿಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ಗೆ ರಿಫಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ.
The learned counsel for the appellant submits that the refund of court fee as per rules shall be may be made to appellant number 2, the assistant executive engineer, Kaveri Niravari Nigama Niyamita. Number 2 within bracket G bracket road subdivision Krishnaraja Sagara Srirangapatana Taluk, Mandya district, by designation. The office shall refund the court fee as per rules to appellant number 2 by designation. IA 1 of 2022 is disposed of accordingly.
admission to the 78 Govardhan years,
The award amount has been deposited or not? Who is Govardhana? Dasaya? In the order dated 7/6/2012 has not been complied with by the appellant even as on date 198 alive. Hence appeal is dismissed for non-prosecution. Really. It is only. What is the compliance? Sorry, sir. Use the mic. ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಏನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್? 9 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಕೊಡಿಯೋದು ಏನು ಅಂತ.
Value of the appeal to be stated correctly.
There are 2 office objections, and one of them is that appeal is barred by time and no condemnation of delay application has been filed. ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇದೇ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. How will you file during the course of the day? Affidavit of the party is required. How will you do it? Dismiss. ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಕಾಲು ವಿತ್ ಐ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ. 9 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್, ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು? ಯು ಆರ್ ಚೇತನ್. That is learned counsel Shri Chetan for the appellant prays for a week's time for compliance with the office objections. Time granted as paid for as a last chance, and failure to comply with the same in 1 week shall result in appeal being dismissed for non-prosecution without further reference to the court.
79 name Venkatesh.
ಇದು ಎರಡು admit.
I appear for the respondent, my lord. In 79, 2012 matter, my lord, your lordship may kindly fix a date for final hearing. LCR has also come.
No fixing is required. It will come on its own, madam. I am following strict this thing.
Yes, yes.
ಇದು ಕೊಡಿ, appeal memo ಕೊಡಿ. ಏನು? Mr. Venkatesh, are you ready?
I am ready, my lord.
What are your substantial questions, madam? Not there are
They
some
are
claims you have raised.
they are disputing the liability on the ground. There is no nexus between the accident and the death. And the deceased was a cleaner, my lord. When the trailer lorry was stopped.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಅವರು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ, ನೋಡೋಣ.
I am ready.
Or learned counsel for the respondent files a memo with the list of authorities. Same is placed on record. Take next week admission ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು.
Date may kindly be fixed.
Next week ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Yes, yes. Finally, your lordship may kindly see, because 2012
not necessary. ನೀವು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು.
I am for the respondent number 1 in this case, my lord.
You are GM SG Lokesh. Where is KK Vasan?
Yes, my lord. He is not appearing in this case, my lord.
Order sheet to file. Learned counsel for the appellant is absent. Respondent number 1 is also absent.
The insurance appeal, my lord. Workman compensation appeal.
Learned counsel for the appellant is absent. No representation. On the previous occasion also, learned counsel for the appellant was absent. The appeal dismissed for non-prosecution.
Much obliged, my lord.
Which case? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನೀವು ಈ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಡೇಟ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ, ಡೇಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 79 ಅಲ್ಲಿ TC ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಸುಗುಣಾ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರು. Mr. Ravish Benny, you produced it on behalf of. ಆಯ್ತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಡೇಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ registry to secure the secure TCR by telephonic communication forthwith, list after 2 weeks, and date ಹಾಕಿಬಿಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್. ಅದೇನೋ ಅವರು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೌದಾ appeal ಕೊಡಿ. Sri O Mahesh for cross objector, he is not present. Sri BL Kumar for the appellant as a number, he is not present. Is appeal 8369 is admitted to consider the following substantial questions of law. Whether the rate of interest awarded by the learned commissioner is in accordance with law. Whether the loss of earning capacity assessed by the learned commissioner is proper. TCR ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? The cross objection number is admitted to consider the following substantial question of law. Whether the learned commission had jurisdiction to entertain the petition and conduct the proceedings in view of amended section 20 of the Employees Compensation Act 1923. Whether the employee relationship has been established in this case.
Memo for withdrawal appeal.
57,
57.
Serial number 57.
Sign ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ digital.
Learned counsel for the appellant files a memo which is duly signed by him. Accordingly, full stop. A memo is accepted. The appeal dismissed as withdrawn. As withdrawn. No. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ TCR ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ 81 ನಲ್ಲಿ? ಕಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ TCR. Admit TCR. 82.1 admit TCR. ಏನು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್? Learned counsel.
Stated amount awarded in various heads.
ಇದು 82.2 ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ admit ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Learned counsel for the appellant is absent, no representation. Compliance to be done within 2 weeks, and failure to do so shall result in the cross objection being dismissed for non-prosecution without further reference to the court. Admit. The next point 1. Steps.
I will take steps to R1, my lord.
R1,
Yes, my lord. In 498/15. In MF
2 weeks time granted for taking steps.
My name may be deleted, my lord.
Whose name, Mr.
Shantraj name may be deleted, my lord.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಯಾರ ಹೆಸರು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು?
Raghu R, my lord. Raghu R.
You have filed ವಕಾಲತ್?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್?
I think.
What I think? See your file.
My lord.
I think ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ? Name of Sri Raghu R to be shown as appearing for the appellant. ಯಾವ್ದಲ್ಲಿ? 498/15. The name of Sri Shantraj K shall be deleted. ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ 2 weeks ನಲ್ಲಿ.
Much obliged, madam.
Have to be taken within 2 weeks.
R6.
83.2 ನಲ್ಲೂ steps within 2 weeks. Shantraj in the other also 4348.
I have filed the wakalat.
He has filed a wakalat, my lord. I am not. I given no objection, my lord.
Right. See, name of Shantraj to be deleted. Madam, 83.2 now. Admit TCR.
84.
Admit TCR. TCR is admit.
85 Suresh Blackwood.
Appeal for second respondent.
Admit.
88.
Admit TCR. Cross objection Narendra DV Gowda. Narendra. ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು? 87 admit.
Only quantum is involved, my lord. It may be disposed of, my lord.
Yes, sir. Who is Narendra?
87, my lord. Haveri SS.
ಅದು admit. ಈಗ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಳೇದು ಇದು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷದ್ದು? 15. I am struggling to dispose of 2009, 2010 and 11. ಆಯ್ತು, ನೋಡೋಣ. ನೀವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಐಎಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Sorry, sir. Right now it is not possible. What justification I am having when thousands of older matters are pending, and let us see. 88.
May I submission, my lord?
88 2852 of 2018 admitted ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ TCR. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ 746. Who is Narendra Gowda? Sri Narendra Gowda. Learned counsel for the appellant is absent.
In serial number, I am for BL Sanjeev, my lord.
You wait, kindly wait.
Much of.
This delay in filing the recalling application. He is absent, no representation. Dismiss or not.
Office objections.
IA number 3, IA number 2 of 2021 and IA number 3 of 2021 are dismissed for non-prosecution. Consequently, the earlier order dismissing MFA cross objection 8 of 2019 for non-prosecution is confirmed. Next, admit. Admit.
My lord, 90 appear for second respondent, my lord. It's a take notice. Other side may be directed to serve the copy on me, my lord. Still memo. They have not served.
Appellant is directed to furnish appeal papers to CK Sridhar for R2. ನೀವು ವಕಾಲತ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲರಿ, ನೀವು ವಕಾಲತ್
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಅದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಕಾಲತ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ವೇ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹೌದು,
ನಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಕೇಳಿ
ಸರಿ.
ಇದು ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್.
I am appeal for appellant.
91 to 95 admit notice TCR. 93 Shantaraj.
93 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓನರ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಡಿಎಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಓನರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪೇ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಕವರಿ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇ ಪೇ ಅಲ್ವೋ ಏನ್ರಿ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನವರು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅಪೀಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶಾಂತರಾಜ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಪೀಲ್
ನಾನು ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಆಫ್.
Yes. Division bench of dishonorable court in MFA 179 of 2015.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದು? ನೀವು ಇದ್ರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪನೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ಈ ತರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಒಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಚ್ಚಲಿಲ್ಲ?
ಆ ಕಾಪಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್
ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದೌದು. ಎಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಯಾವ್ದು ನಂಬರ್ ಹೇಳಿ?
MFA 179 of 2015, my lord.
MFA ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Disposed of on 6th October 2020. Owner also filed MFA 2864 of 2013. It is connected with 179 of 2015.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಓನರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು, ನಾನೇ ಓನರ್. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಓನರ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Referring the apex court judgments, my lord, this court division bench has held that first instance insurance company has to pay and recover from the owner.
That benefit is available to the claimants only.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ
there is no requirement to do this ದ್ರಾವಿಡ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಹೀಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಹೀಗಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ?
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಅದೇ ಸೊಣ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶಾಮಣ್ಣ ಕೇಸು, ವಿನೋದ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಲಾಂಬಾ ಪಪ್ಪು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲವ್ವ ಕೇಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ತಾವೇ ಅಪೇರ್ ಆದ್ರ?
ಹೌದು, ನಾನೇ ಅಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ, ಇದು ಕೊಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ನಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
179 of 2015, my lord, MFA. Disposed of on 6th October 2020.
ನೀವು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಅನ್ರಿಪೋರ್ಟೆಡ್.
Yes, madam,
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಟೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
ಹೌದೌದು ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್
ನೀವು
ಎಸ್
ಒಂದ್ ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸೈಟೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಉಳಿತದೆ.
ಹೌದೌದೌದು ಎಸ್
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ.
ಎಸ್ 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 ಅದು in fact without holding DL my lord, it's an offense and it's a penal action my lord.
ಹೌದು. ಈಗ see there is rule 100
Yes.
Which requires the owner to maintain a register,
Yes.
copy of all that. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಪೇ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಕವರ್ ಇರುವುದು ಅದು ಕ್ಲೇಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೊರತು ಇದು ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ,
ಅಲ್ಲ
ರಿಕವರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅವರಿಗೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ವೈಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಪೀನಲ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ಟ್ರಿಬಲ್ ರೈಡಿಂಗು ಈ ತರದವೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಡಿನೇ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ.
ಅದೊಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಅದು ಚಾಂದ್ರಾಜ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದು ಏನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಏನ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲಿ? ಅದೇನು ಕುಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ ಈಗ. ಏನು ಕುಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
Learned Counsel Shri Shantraj submits that Learned Tribunal has faced the liability to pay the compensation awarded by it on the owner who is the appellant hearing. He further submits that the liability of the insurance company to indemnify the compensation amount was absolved by the learned MACT on the ground that the driver of the offending vehicle owned by the appellant was not having valid and effective driving license. His submission is that the proper course for the learned tribunal to adopt was to direct the insurance company to deposit the award amount in the first instance and thereafter recover the same from the owner of the offending vehicle, which is the appellant hearing. When the court asked the learned counsel as to whether the said remedy of pay and recover is available only to the claimant and not to the owner of the insured vehicle, in as much as pay and recover means recovering from the owner himself, which in this case is the appellant. Learned counsel Shri K. Shantraj submits that there is a decision of a division bench of this court in MFA 179 of 2015, clubbed with the MFA 2864 of 2013, dated 6/10/2020, to the effect that such a remedy of pay and recover is available to be enforced even at the instance of the owner of the insured vehicle. That you have the matter, admit notice PCR. However, appellant shall deposit 50% of the award amount before the learned MACT, which shall not be reversed to the claimant till the disposal of this appeal.
ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು, 50% ಮಾಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ 50% ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೇ absolute stay is necessary, my lord.
No. I have already said it will not be released.
Sir,
if you want it to be kept in FD, I will direct it to be kept in
yes,
FD.
It has to be kept in FD.
On such deposit within 4 weeks from today, deposit before the MACT. On such deposit being made, learned MACT shall keep the said amount in fixed deposit deposit in any nationalized bank for a period of 3 years. Uh, 96.
Number 96, AV Karnataka.
I am appearing for the appellant in this matter.
Yes,
This morning, a request was made to the court. And in fact, I informed Mr. Krishnaswamy also, who is on the.
I remember that, and I said no, only on the ground that this is a matter of the year 2009, pending for 13 years, and therefore there is no justification to adjourn it. That is only on that ground, Shri Gangadharappa.
I know. I am aware of the reasons.
Oh, then you should not have renewed this request. Go on with the matter.
I am once again making a renewal of the request.
If you are saying you know it, don't renew this request. Go ahead.
There was a settlement.
No, there is a settlement. In fact,
Fine. I will
I
record that. What is settlement?
2 lakhs rupees the dependents of the deceased tirmanagi. 1,25,000 rupees has already been paid.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೊಂದು ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ ಗಂಗಾಧರಪ್ಪನವರೇ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕರೆಸಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ನು ಯಾವ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು I will have to give the details to the court so that it will be part of the order.
Okay, sir.
2 ವಾರ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾನು in the meanwhile I will get the party and see that a memo is filed to the court.
Not 2 weeks. ಇದು ಎಂತ ಇದು? 2009 ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ನೆನಪು ಪ್ರಕಾರ. That's why I refused adjournment.
ಆಯ್ತು.
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್
2 ಸಲ ಬಂತ? 2 ಸಲ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಇದು 2ನೇ ಸಲ
2 weeks ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. I will give you 1 week's time. Whatever, otherwise you be ready to argue on merit.
ಈಗ ನೀವು ತಾವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ.
This appeal was earlier listed on 1st February 2022 and 3rd February 2022. On both the occasions, since the learned counsel for the appellant was not present, the matter had to be adjourned. Today, Shri A.V. Gangadharappa again seeks time. However, on the ground that matter appears to have been settled and partial settlement amount has already been paid over to the claimants, he wants to seek instructions and to file a memo in that behalf. Full stop. As a last, since the matters are of the year 2009, before this court, adjourn to next week. ಇದು ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರು? ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಗುರುವಾರ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಸ್ಡೇ.
ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, 22ಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ಲಿ, 22ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಇರ್ಲಿ.
ನೋ 22. ಇವತ್ತು ತಾರೀಕು ಎಷ್ಟು?
ಇವತ್ತು 10.
21.
ಆಯ್ತು. ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್.
21/2 as a last chance.
97, T.N. Vishwanath.
Lords, I appear for the appellant in this matter, my lords.
5 minutes break we will take.
Please, my lord.